Okay, hello everybody, welcome to Learning Trade. In this episode, we'll be talking on the quarterly theory. Now, I've been wanting to do this video, but I've been so busy and I've been actually postponing it. But now I have a little bit of time to spare in order to drop this video and allow you guys advance in your trading journey, in your ICT trading journey. Let me specify. Now, in this episode, we'll be talking on quarterly theory. Now, quarterly theory is an interesting topic that I've been willing to teach and explain and break it down for you guys. So, what is quarterly theory? It's very easy, and I will actually just be talking for some minutes before I start actually breaking it down. Now, quarterly theory is dividing, is like a time-based um, analysis whereby the the events that happen are in quarters. So divided by 4. So we have the 4-year cycle. You understand? The 4-year cycle is known as the quadrennium cycle. So each 4 years. Now, where did they get that from? Like the United States election and the midterm election too is every 4 years. You also take note of the World Cup and the Olympic. It happens every 4 years. So that's also a cycle you want to take note of, known as the quadrennium cycle. Then we have the yearly cycle. Yearly cycle, also known as the quadrennium cycle. So is where each cycle consists of 1 year each. You understand? Now, each of the cycle, is in fours, where we have the first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, and fourth quarter, which is what I've listed here. So in the first quarter, in each of every fours, you're always having the accumulation, manipulation, distribution, and continuation. So first will be accumulation, second will be manipulation, third will be distribution, fourth will be continuation or reversal. You understand? So in the first year cycle, in the first year of that cycle, you have an accumulation. Second year, you'll be having manipulation. Third year, you'll be having distribution. And the fourth year, you'll be having continuation. Now, who came across this quarterly cycle? You might want to ask before I proceed. Is ICIT normally? Because I said it's ICIT that came up with the theory, but a trader named Trader Day on Twitter, he refined it and shed more light to it. I've been actually using this for a month now, and it has made trading more easy and smooth. You'll be able to see things it will open your eyes, not only in trading, but even in the world as a large, how the world is run. Now, even in the yearly cycle, we have 4 seasons. We have the winter, spring, summer, and falls. Have you ever thought about that? Like, why is everything in quarters? So, the theory it's even broken down to even minutes. You understand? Even minutes. So, if you also take note of the 52 card in a deck, 4 suits in each deck, that's also an eye opener in what the quarterly theory is all about. It's like a program in the natural things around us, the world, the way they've programmed the world. Sorry, not the natural, the way they've programmed the world, how they want to run it. It's mainly run in quarters. So even naturally, I'm talking of the winter, the spring, the summer, and the falls. Also, that's also in quarters. So you want to take note of that. So next I'll be talking about the monthly cycle, right? Now in the monthly cycle, we have three January, February, March. So we have 12 months divided by, if you divide it into 4, you have 3 months each, right? So the first 3 months will be an accumulation, which is the Q1. The second 3 months will be manipulation. The third 3 months will be distribution, and the fourth 3 months, which is the October, September, and December. October, September, November, December. Sorry, will be the continuation and AFX. You can actually do your this thing. You can go to your chart and check that, and you'll see how it plays. But watch the video to the end before you do that, so you fully grasp the knowledge on where we're trying to go. Now, the next one is the weekly cycle. Now, the weekly cycle, so every week, also divided in 4. What you have to do, no, sorry, next is the monthly cycle. I shouldn't skip monthly cycle. So in the monthly cycle, we have what? That is in each month, we have the first, second, third, and fourth month, right? Now, in the first, second, and third, first, second, third, fourth week, in each month we have 4 weeks. Sorry, actually shaking my brain. It's actually in different places. So we have first, second, third, fourth weeks. In the first week, always make sure when the month is starting, you're taking it from Monday. The first Monday of that month should be your first week. Then second Monday, second week. So that will be your second quarter. Third Monday will be your third quarter. And fourth Monday will be your last quarter. So that's how you want to calculate it. So if the month is starting from May, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you discard those days and start with the first Monday of that week. That's when you start calculating. Now, if we're talking about the weekly cycle, so every week, do you understand? So in the weekly cycle, we have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. You ignore Friday. Why? You have the thank God it's Friday already for that. Though it's mostly a relaxation day. So you can actually trade the thank God it's Friday set up for that. So we have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday as the first, second, third, and fourth quarters of the weekly cycle. Now, if we're talking, the next one will be the daily cycle. Now, in the daily cycle, you have 4 sections, right? You have the Asia section, London section, New York AM section, that's the morning, and the New York PM section, which is in the afternoon. Now, those are 6 hours each. I want to take note of that. So 6 hours each, making 24, right? Making 24, a full day cycle. We also have the quarterly theory that, it's from the weekly, from the monthly cycle, it gets interesting for us are the day traders. Because sometimes you want to just do quickly analysis on the monthly to know where the overall trend is going through. So with this quarterly theory, it will make actually easy. You will know when you're in an accumulation phase, manipulation phase, and you want to stay away from an accumulation phase. So you want to stay away from Q1. You understand? When you're doing your analysis. So the 6th one we'll be talking about will be the 90-minute cycle. Yeah, this is where the joy comes in for us, that day traders. That want to pass different type of prop firms. This is when you want to actually sit down and put in your whole head. Now, for the Asia section, the day ends in 6 p.m. New York time, please. Always know New York time. That's UTC -5. Take note of that. The day ends 6 p.m. New York time. So from 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. That's Q1. From 7:30 to 9 p.m. That is Q2 from 9 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. That's Q3 from 10:30 p.m. to 12 a.m. New York time. That's midnight. That's Q4. So you want to take note of that too. That's the Asia section. Now we have the London section. We have the New York section. The same. You just enter from 12 to 1:30, then to the New York PM section. Now, those are the cycle that have been treated so far, but he said it can even be broken down into, that is the trader that discovered this theory, it can even be broken down into seconds and even minutes and all, and that will be in his next video. And ICT even said he's going to be talking about it in his new book, which we have been waiting for him to release, because he said he's going to be releasing it as soon as he gets to 1 million followers on YouTube, and he has done that successfully. So congratulations to him, and we should be expecting far more knowledge on this from ICT, or Trader Day, that actually discover a little bit secret from it, which is what we're feeding off on now. The next stuff you want to know is the true open. Now, what is true open? These are main components of quarterly theory. They are specific opening of price which serve as a time-based filter for gauging Judas swing. You know Judas swing, a normal turtle soup now. I'm trying to define the true open. Now, true open at the beginning of the second quarter of every cycle. So of every cycle, the beginning of the second quarter of every cycle, that is your true open. So meaning, as I said, the Judas swing, meaning if you're bullish within a specific cycle, you want to buy below its true open of that cycle, and vice versa. It depends on the cycle. So key levels, that is higher time frame PDRs, usually rest above or below true opens. You understand? And every cycle has its own true open. So as I said, true open, the beginning of Q2. That's when you want to take note of that. Now the true open, 2-year open, that means yearly open, will be the first Monday of April. You know, the yearly is what? January, February, March. Then we have April, which is the second quarter, right? So the first Monday of April will be your yearly true open for that year. Now the true open for a month will be the second Monday of the month. That's the second week. You understand? The second week, the Monday in that second week, that's your true open. Now, for the weekly, 2-week open, that will be every Monday at 6 p.m. New York Standard Time, EST, 6 p.m. You understand? Market open 6 p.m. Now, that will be your true open. Now, if it's for the day will be the midnight. You want to take note of the midnight. True open of a day will be the midnight. Now, the interesting part is the section true open. You want to take note of that. Very, very important. Don't worry, we'll be taking examples if you guys are getting confused. So now, the true open in section. Now, true open in Asia will be 7:30. Remember, second what? Second quarter. The second quarter of every cycle. So the second quarter, you see it begins at 7:30. You could go check it. You can rewind the video and go check it. Now the true opening of London is 1:30 because that was the second quarter. Now the true open of New York is 7:30. Remember the PM AM. So for New York will be the AM. Now the true open of the New York PM section, that's the afternoon section, that will be 1:30 AM. 1:30 PM, sorry. That's for the afternoon section. The true open for that is 1:30 PM. Now, the next thing I want to bring to our knowledge is this. The AMDX and XAMD is actually nothing tough. Don't be scared. It's talking about the accumulation, manipulation, distribution, and X. That's this. The X you're seeing here. Now it's first, second, third, and fourth quarter. Now this is also first, second, third, and fourth quarter. Now what does this mean? It's just telling us like the cycle in which it moves. So to me, he came up with this idea, but looking at this, I will not say it's all rubbish or not, because I respect the guy that actually came up with this, but it's actually no different with your market maker model. That's your market maker sell model, which is this, and your market maker buy model. It's just the same thing. It's just like inverse. So this can be your buy model first before your sell model, or this can be your sell model before your buy model. Anyone can move. So this is how the chart, this is how it's going to be. Now you're having an accumulation, manipulation, which is the M, the D, which is the distribution, and the X, the fourth quarter, we start for what? Continuation, that's to the downside, or reversal. Now, if it's reversal, I'm doing this example you're saying is for the reversal. If it's a reversal, we're starting from X now. That's from here. That's why I put it AMDX. Then another X is starting the first quarter now. Now, X worth will be what? Your first quarter. Then you're having accumulation next, manipulation, then distribution. So this will be first, second, third, fourth. It's like a cycle that will repeat. So from after having the distribution, you start from accumulation again. You understand? Distribution, then start from accumulation. So you're going back. Then manipulation, distribution, reversal, X. So this is mostly, to me, if you look at it in the big scale, you're going to see is just also market maker model. So it's like if you look at it very well, you know from what I just said is the yes acting like the function of the Q1 is also very important. That's this Q1. The first thing you notice when you come to the market, Q1, after you take note of your Q1 time frame, what happened in the Q1. Now, if the Q1 expands, so when you take note of your Q1, if you see it expand, then Q2 will likely consolidate. Do you understand? That will be here. If the Q1 expand, which will be either reversal or continuation. That is, it started with expanding, then Q2 will consolidate, that's accumulation. But if Q1 consolidates, that's what? Accumulation first, then Q2 will likely expand. So before the distribution and Q4. So that's what you want to take note of. That's where most people that I see use the method fail. They don't take note of this. You understand? They just feel all the Q1s is always accumulation. No. Sometimes it can actually switch. You have to know the cycle you have, the AMDX, XAMD. So sometimes A can start with the Q1, then sometimes X can start with the Q1. That's also so important and people don't take note of it. Now the best time to trade is in the Q3, which is the distribution. You want to have been in the market in Q2 where manipulation is taking place. You understand? That is Q2 is the best time to look for entry, and Q3 is where you actually make most of the money. Now, why am I saying this? Why am I giving you this information out? This actually used to confuse people. Q2 is manipulation. Q3 is distribution, right? And you can switch depending on the AMDX, XAMD. But let's take note of just the normal AMDX now. You're having manipulation in Q2. You only take note of it or feel relaxed that you should be trading. You should just be looking for entry on the 90-minute cycle, which is a section cycle. You feel okay trading the manipulation, looking for entry there. But on a bigger scale, why Q3 is the most important, which is the distribution stage, where we making most of the profit. You have to take note of that in the quadrennium cycle, which is the 4-year cycle, and the quadrillion cycle with the monthly cycle. So you know that the Q3 in the monthly cycle will be the best time to trade. Right? The Q3 in the monthly cycle will be the best time to trade. You understand? Now, the week. So what you want to do, Q3 will always be the best time to trade. That means you can find Q3 within a Q3 within a Q3. Do you understand? Now, for example, during the week 3, so the Q3 will be what? Wednesday. Weekly, the Q3 will be Wednesday. That is, if we're talking of the week cycle, so the Q3 will be Wednesday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Then Q3 will be what? Next will be New York section. You see? Taking note of this and this. Q3. So on Wednesday, New York section AM. Right? The next will be what? Since it's New York section, you're taking note of the Q3, 9 to 10:30 AM. That will be the best time to take a trade. Any analysis you do at that specific time, when you're putting Q3 and Q3 together, the months, the day, the section, and the minute are all aligning in Q3s. Perfect setup that you can actually take and just pass any problem you encounter yourself having. So I'll be showing you guys how to incorporate this easily with the PMMS setup that I did. That is my last video, which is the London Q zone, the London section, how to incorporate this well and improve that setup, the PMS setup, how to improve it more and actually not being the wrong side of the market. Because the beautiful thing about the quarterly theory that I notice is that it removes ambiguity from the market. What do I mean by that? It gives you specific time-based reference points to look for uh, when entering trade. Specific time-based reference point, especially with the true open being added. And if you know your true open and you've understand everything that has been taught here, you passing perform will just make it more easy and actually having to improve in your trade. So for the next, still in this video, let me give you an example on trading using this in the London Q zone, which is the PMMS section, my last videos, so that you can incorporate the quarterly theory into that. So I hope I know it's kind of boring because of no or animation, but this is the price you have to pay in order to gain advanced knowledge in the market. It's not all rosy. So let's jump in the London Q zone and incorporate this into it. Thank you. Okay, so this is the London Q zone I'm talking about, the PMLS section. That's the former video, the last video that I uploaded. If you've not watched that, go and watch that before you watch this. You'll be able to understand it well. Now we have the Asian range, which is here. These are Asian range from 16 to 12 midnight, right? That's where the Q1 starts, from 12 to 1:30. So since it's from 12 to 1:30 for Q1, Q2 starts from where? 1:30. That's where you want to put this, 1:30 to 3. So 1:30 to 3, very important. That is where you want to find your entry before Q3 distribution, because price is actually distributed. Now you can actually look for a re-entry in Q3, maybe entering a breaker block, but you're missing the chunk of the trade. So you want to make sure you are looking for your entry as a manipulation. So from what? 1:30 to 3 a.m. New York time. Remember, a.m. market. 1:30 a.m. to 3 a.m. New York time. So this is the range, Asian range. Then we see after 1:30, you see a manipulation up into a higher time frame PUI. So after that, you start saying find your entry and target the low of the Asian range. And that's all. So in Q2, this is where you want to look for your entry. Go do practice and you're going to see it from 1:30 to 3. That's where you want to look for your entry. Beautiful and simple like that. Thank you and have a nice day.